Welcome back, everyone, to the Royal Rumble Anthology review. I'm Brett Mix, your host. This is Macho Wrestling 101. Please like and subscribe if you like these reviews or any other reviews we pump out daily. I'd really appreciate it. Get my channel off the floor. Only takes a second, right under my name. Um, so today we got the 2021 Royal Rumble. This one took place inside the Thunderdome, so it was memorable for that reason. To get things kicked off at the pay-per-view, before the pay-per-view, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeated Asuka and Charlotte by pinfall to become the new women's tag team champions. It wasn't Raw or SmackDown for tag team. It's both brands. So that match went 10 minutes and 30 seconds, but that was before the pay-per-view began. The pay-per-view began with the world title, the WWE Championship match. Drew McIntyre defended the WWE title against Goldberg. This one went 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Goldberg got hit with a claymore in the ring, kicked out. Goldberg went for a spear on the outside and speared Drew through the barricade right beside the monitors for the Thunderdome, right beside all the fans. The screen to the fans cheering. It's a good spot. Drew ended up getting up from that, though, and he reversed another claymore into the ring on Goldberg as Goldberg was staggering, and Drew slayed McIntyre slayed Goldberg, as Michael Cole said. So good thing for Drew to get the victory at 2:33. I give this a star and a half. It was good just to see McIntyre go over Goldberg. I was worried that Goldberg was going to win, and they kept it really short, 2 minutes, 33 seconds. There's no wasted moments in this match, so that's why it gets a star and a half. People might think that's too kind, but I think it's fair. Next, we had Sasha Banks defeating Carmella with Reginald by submission, and this one went 10:25. Sasha Banks is just awesome, so anything with her is watchable. But this one went 10. This one went 10 minutes 25 seconds. Sasha Banks looked dominant the entire time. There was obviously some time Carmella was getting an offense, but Sasha really kept in control with her bank statement and all of her other offensive maneuvers. So she retained at 10:25. I'm going to give this match 2 stars and 3/4. Moving on, though, to the Women's Royal Rumble. Bianca Belair last won by eliminating Rhea Ripley at 58 minutes and 50 seconds. So Bianca is going to WrestleMania 37. Bayley and Naomi, though, started the match. Naomi would have quite the run. She lasted 47 minutes and 39 seconds. Bianca Belair came in from the number 3 spot, I should mention, and Bianca Belair lasted 56 minutes and 52 seconds, and she had 4 eliminations, which is second most to Rhea Ripley, who had 7. Rhea Ripley was still an NXT talent at the time, too, that should be mentioned. But Billie Kay, Shotzi Blackheart, Shayna Baszler, Toni Storm came out as the first 7. Jillian Hall, a returning Jillian Hall, came out at number 8. Victoria even returned at number 10. Also, Tori Wilson and Alicia Fox both returned in this match. Ember Moon, Dakota Kai, and Rhea Ripley were other NXT members that joined this match. Natalya came out at number 30. Some other notables about times. Lacey Evans lasted 19 minutes and 21 seconds. Rhea Ripley lasted almost 40 minutes. Just 54 seconds short of 40 minutes for Rhea Ripley. Shayna Baszler had 41 minutes and 46 seconds, and she was out at the number 6. So just a few notes from that Rumble. I give the Rumble match 3.5 stars. This was a really good paced Rumble match for the women. Good for Bianca to get the victory, too, in a unique fashion to throw Ripley over the ropes using her own weight. So Bianca's going to Mania. Now we have 2 matches left. This Rumble felt like a quick pay-per-view, even though it came from the Thunderdome. I don't know if that's why, but it just felt like a quick pay-per-view. Roman Reigns then defended his Universal title in a last man standing match against Kevin Owens, and these guys did it all. They brawled all the way around the what do they call it, the Thunderdome. But they have a different name for it. The Performance Center, I think I'm trying to get to. Kevin Owens nearly kills himself with a senton front flip off of a forklift. Roman almost kills Owens again by running him over with a golf cart. Then there was a spot at the end when Paul Heyman couldn't get the handcuffs off of Roman Reigns, and because they were counting, it's a last man standing match. You can't be down for longer than a 10 count. So the referee was probably panicking too. But he finally got it off, and Roman ended up being the last man standing against Kevin Owens at 24:55. Just an awesome match. I give it 4 stars. Just an excellent last man standing classic, as you thought it would be. Anything with Kevin Owens is going to push the bar, but Roman was he was coming into his own as a heel. So the chemistry and the combination of those two really made the gimmick last man standing match work, especially in the environment they were in. So because with fans, you always have the fans a little bit dead if the two guys are going to go to the backstage area. But since there was no fan there, the backstage area was more than welcome. So I thought that was great. Almost a 25-minute classic there. And then last we had the Royal Rumble match. The number one entrant is Edge, and the number two entrant is Randy Orton, and they have a lot of history, obviously. But little pet peeve is they've made the first two people in the Rumble last to the end a number of times. They did it for the Women's Rumble. Not this year, but the year before they did it for the Women's Rumble. They did it in 1995. They did it in 1999. 2005, the first two people also, Benoit was out there until like the number 30 anyway. Benoit was out there for number one of 2004. He won that one. But in 2005, he came out as a first entrant, and that was the one Batista and Cena won at the same time. Batista, we got the victory, but Benoit was out there from the beginning. And then we also had another year where the two entrants were there. I think, anyway, it's one of the late 2000s pay-per-views. So, anyway, it happened again this time. Edge and Randy Orton were the first two out and the last two in the ring. Edge got the win at 58:30 when Orton went for an RKO, hit the RKO, and then was going to toss Edge out, but Edge had enough momentum to reverse the throw and threw Orton out. So Edge wins at 58:30 and is going to WrestleMania. He would end up facing Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan in a weird triple threat match. While Bianca Belair ended up going to WrestleMania to face Sasha Banks, I believe. Either way, it was a good Royal Rumble for the men. I'm not complaining that the first two entrants, it always makes the Rumble match special when the first two entrants can make it, but it's been done over and over, and I think the number one entrant has won enough now. I think that's 3 or 4 times too many. It's a good thing the number 30 entrant has started to win because there was a good 15 to 20 years where the number 30 entrant hadn't even won. I think Undertaker in 07 was the first time. So yeah, Sami Zayn came out at 3, Mustafa Ali 4, Jeff Hardy 5, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke, Carlito. So Carlito came back. Kane also was unbranded at the time when he came in. The Hurricane made a return, as did Christian. Impressive runs. Riddle lasted 31 minutes and 17 seconds. And I'm just checking, but Riddle's time, that's the longest somebody lasted in the entire Rumble besides Orton and Edge, was Rat Riddle. Daniel Bryan lasted second most with 28 minutes and 50 seconds. I should mention that Riddle had 1 elimination. Daniel Bryan had 1 elimination. Big E had 4 eliminations, and I believe that is the most in the match, tied with Seth Rollins, who also had 4 eliminations. Lashley and Strowman each had 3 each. Dolph Ziggler had a decent run of 20 minutes. But yeah, Edge and Orton both lasted 58 minutes and 30 seconds. Edge had 3 eliminations and came in from the number 1 entry and won. So I give this Rumble 3 stars and 3/4. So grading all these matches together, I give this Royal Rumble a 7 out of 10. The last man standing match was a classic. The women's Rumble match was really good, and the men's Rumble match was really good to great. Other than that, a couple forgettable matches. Drew McIntyre and Goldberg was what it was. But other than that, that's how this Rumble lands. So we'll see you for the next Rumble review. There's only 2 more to go. if you like these videos and you like other videos I put out, please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. That's all. I'm Brett Mix for Royal Rumble 2021, and I'm out.